Okay, cool. Welcome. We keep going with Genshin today. I'm gonna have to unlock Inazuma at one point, so I'm gonna try to skip as much cringe story as possible in order to get there. If possible, tomorrow I wanna play with one of my friends. And yeah, if we do kinda unlock Inazuma, we might just explore there. But like last time I played, it was unlocked, was like locked behind a super cringe story stuff. We have an event to test her. So, yeah. That's what we are doing today. Is that like a commission thingy? Why is it showing me that? I don't want to do commission, I want to do the main story. So, I have no idea. I think we want to do this. It was like about child and stuff. Yeah, it was right here. Also, before we keep going, no new mail. Okay. I should maybe skip the monthly battle pass. Skip it, skip, I don't care. We are unlocking this just for tomorrow. Look for teacher is here. So the way you skip the story is like playing always the first option and do this.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsari. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthless, for the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like...
You kinda don't care about the story.
like kites, who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops.
Kites are
This is, of course, an analogy. So as your sales manager here, a refusal shall be considered a betrayal. And the...
Whoa, that's really strict.
Seeking to please everyone pleases no... Forget it. Perhaps...
Hands-on trick?
After all,
Hey, did a Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? I can't believe it.
am I hearing a hint of a...
Not at all, sir.
That's the now come at me, you...
Here we go. I get to use child, but I don't care.
Damn you! Retribution! One with my blade, from whence you came.
Let the show begin. I'm going in.
Or reinforcements. Where?
Swift and merciful.
I'll protect us. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Spirit blade. Attack!
For how much I might like child. Let's try the ultimate once.
Run, but you can't hide. Time for retribution.
Yeah, as expected, I don't care.
Let's light it up.
Done.
Excellent. And you, in other words, you've done well. For
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
all right, hush now.
Like the combat part is
Now,
fine.
I was dismissed.
Give me like a quick check. Okay, 85% of the memory.
Brother, you were amazing.
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken...
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean...
I don't care, bring me to Inazuma.
I still haven't fully recovered. Anyway, I'm no senora.
The foul legacy transformation? I want to learn to fight too. I want to be...
Now, Tooser, fighting is... I can teach you. But think...
I want to protect...
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques.
Leave it... You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to...
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to... Well, how about this?
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right.
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy... Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where we're coming from?
Done deal. As your brother, it's only right for me to
Exactly. Are you sure this is a good idea? You should come along too, Traveler. This...
let me think. Ah, yes. The Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of...
The brothers are ganging up on us again.
We are going there immediately. Institute of Toy Research.
Off we go.
We should teleport, it's faster. It's kind of the same. We are.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of...
Thank you, child.
I can already... What is this place?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe that Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking...
I'm gonna load up the chat.
Guards have been moving outside of this area recently.
Wow, yet another Harbinger with it. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing...
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually...
Wait, so...
Of course I am. But no matter what, even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's...
What are you guys chatting about? Come on.
Alright.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care either. Let's go. We're gonna demolish everything as usual, in theory. Hopefully. Party level suggestion was like 71. We are like full level 80? Are we?
Brother?
Or full level 70? So I don't care.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around?
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's...
Wait, you mean here? Sure.
You're mine!
So I have to switch to bow. That's what we have here. And nothing useful.
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Let's dance! Yeah! Oh. Yeah! Ow.
A touch of frost.
Ice might work as well.
Hi. 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 Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh wow. What do we have behind there? Nothing? Okay.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Are we gonna have to fight all those?
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know. But if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Everybody stand back! Let the show begin.
Verdict is...
I've done that. How do you get up there?
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack.
Okay, cool.
Tooser, see that big stone cube in front of you?
Yay! Toy really gonna help my big brother?
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together.
Oh, really?
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Of course. Of course, number 2. I like cheese it. It's so annoying to wait this. Won't have to do it. It's a cool little puzzle though. Oh, they want you to go around. I thought the chest was optional. Okay, cool. I think we need child.
No time to lose. Zah! Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you two?
Hurt? No way. This is fine for you, maybe. We were off. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now?
I have a surprise for...
A surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But
Okay, 60 is a real...
there's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
Gonna hurt in the morning. 48, 47.
Oh wow.
45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
16, 12, 10.
I don't know if I can make
No
it.
cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13.
They keep coming. They keep coming no matter what, so.
3, 2, 1. Okay, you ready?
Give me another 10 seconds, too, sir. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right, 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9,
It's like using the ultimate. Yeah, okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? be alright after. Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home.
How?
Wait, aren't you guys? Oh, that's right. Well, look.
Is this everything? Can you climb here? No, you can't. It's like a Cyclop factory.
Ready, steady, go!
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me. Deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits, and that's why Tartaglia... Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily... So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, and if you give someone a dream, that is what family is all about, isn't it?
No, no, no.
Remind...
Quit the tough guy act already. You need to see a doctor right away, mister.
A fine suggestion, but first... I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my...
Huh? Is this a
Indeed. I had made it
Action
to order
figure.
by Smith sometime back.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really like...
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt... You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky. That nursery rhyme brings back so...
Yeah,
many
way too cringe here.
Tooser taught you that one? Alright.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he? Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. Well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at... I never knew that they made Mr. Cycle... Look, it even has my name on it. You're really lucky. You bet. You had it? Do you think you're... So...
Okay, so we're living. Nice. Bye. It's pretty far. We're going like that. I don't think we have any events available, but I don't care. I'll check just in case. We can claim some Primogem right there. For how much I'd love to do that. I wanna clear the main story first. Oh, it's the bank, so it's up here.
But we have some new items
Was it this one or was it upstairs? Maybe it was upstairs. Enter.
Ma'am, young Master Tu.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tus.
Who are you? My big brother always. But you've been following us. Yeah, that's because I've known who you are. What? My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just. What a strange twist of fate. Not at all. In fact, he said that if he ever had the chance, he'd quit his job.
Young Master Tusser, the boat to Sneznaya will dock soon.
Gee, time really flies when you. Well then, see you, Miss Nice Lady. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Sneznaya sometime. Pinky promise? You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You
Again.
Goodbye, Tuser. Have a safe trip.
Hey,
Child? So you were here this whole time?
partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off, but I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to.
Jeez, don't you think you
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services.
Aha! So you do?
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have her this time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't.
Come on.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're
We'll take you up on that offer.
farewell, my friend.
Ah. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna start with this one. Okay. Sure. So to get there, the easiest way is through probably the mountain up there.
Add Astro.
Official. Keia. Bennett. Changyan. Ember. Now
I ride on wind and cloud alike.
yeah, it seems a bit far. Let's see what I can do. I am maybe gonna have to go from the mountain. Let's get on top of the mountain. Then we glide there. Mid-songly, sure.
Fine wine indeed.
I just was conventionally interested in there. What role? I don't know what's happening.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes. We had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. Traveler.
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. We are
First Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo.
Okay, this story seems a bit less cringe.
Craft of smelting. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Tivat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical for example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it?
No.
Okay.
My Mora is the world's first Mora would know.
We are discussing about Mora.
Lord,
Dagger in a...
well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue. And the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity.
Because he's a polar user. You get it? Ha 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 ha.
The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapid. No, I am not debating.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more?
I know but little.
Well then,
That is correct.
Okay, then tell me. Why?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than more?
Oh.
I mean, I am...
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Questions about archaeology.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. I'm about to say
Wayne
is disrespectful to
Wanyan.
the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent. But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. But Morax used a rather What?
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when...
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just...
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you.
Put down your...
First of all, I'm not holding a...
The Fatui say that every...
But this time, I registered with the Liyue. I will be conducting an archaeological survey. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor...
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng... Well, since it...
Of course you would be such a reason...
Wait, if you were studying archaeology, can I...
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Why?
It is a story...
This is... Wait.
Can I not
This is
skip
an
the story?
This friend of mine has a treasure...
Oh?
What if my friend espies a treasure chest?
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, let's go. There's no... An ancient artifact.
Sure. Where? There? Sure. We also have a commission right there. I don't know if I want to do it or not. It stays right there.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find it?
Huh?
I don't mean...
Guyan Stone Forest. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. After many years of wind erosion...
These mountains were the Lord of...
What we see now is just the part... But due to the different angles... So besides wind erosion...
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis.
Indeed. Most of the objects...
So you're saying... I mean... Well, so
okay then.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your...
I get it.
Okay.
Score them where? Okay, that's the commission. And I have to go that way anyway.
Should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to find the marks.
Elemental sight. I don't remember even the key for that. Oh, it's middle mouse button. It's that way.
Let's dance.
Forth, my blade. From whence you came.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
Such an archaeologist.
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated. And its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Continue using elemental site for finding traces of treasures.
They're gathering together here. But why?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydro-mimic monsters... I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic. It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Head where? Oh, here.
You call yourself a...
We all have our air. Oh, stop arguing! What?
This girl just she left me to...
I've just been researching the god of salt, and you kept asking.
Now, come. Oh, what a shame. The stone slab.
Quick, give it to me. Oh, but the...
So, not at all. But you?
Nonsense. I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhna...
Oh,
Oh?
that's not...
Oh.
See? You
But so...
I think it's faster from south. Do we have more chests to find? Probably. And I really hope I can make this session one single sweep. This whole cringe stuff in one single session. I really hope I can make it. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I can.
A touch of frost. I heard that Salterai was...
According to legend, but this legend is...
about that. However, so at the moment, the seal's origin, I don't know. The god of so. This doesn't sound.
Who cares about all...
You weren't.
but we have...
This seal's.
I may know so. Over the years, let's go take a...
Okay.
Do I want to teleport? I think it's such a close spot that I'm gonna have to go there. Is there any way I can avoid that? Going around. Yeah. It's the wrong island.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Okay. It's like right here.
say that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems fun. When I investigate, but when we lit up...
That's because you... The secret. Tianheng in the south. Yaoguang in the east. Jueyun in the west. Qingce in the north.
Southeast,
All
west, north.
desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast.
Okay.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue...
I think...
Certainly you have. To provide a haven for her at that time. And that haven she eventually...
How sad then.
Okay,
Tianheng in the south. Yaoguang in the east. Jueyun in the west. Qingce...
DYJQ.
With this clue, you should be...
So we need like electro character. I'm gonna temporarily remove Barbara.
Here, let me help.
Southern one. Then we need the east one. It's gonna be that way. West and then north.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
I maybe should do this.
Spirit Blade, attack!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Why did it not open? Or maybe you need to clear all of the islands again.
Before entering the ruin,
Okay.
I propose you two agree upon it. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure.
I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
Well then, you will have to rely on your own
You...
If you want me to, if we discovered that...
I can accept it. Well then.
Oh, it's a cave. Hey, look at that. Okay, we have to do this. Recommend Geo, no Geo. Big Barber instead.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, it freeze and melt. Because freeze and melt, it's the best.
Are these statues?
Statues made out of salt.
These are people. They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? I'll protect us.
Quake! Crumble!
Wait, want me to go this way, so I'll go the other way first. It looks like optional and fun.
Quake!
And I died, but it's... Well, now... Yeah, I almost no way up. I almost no way up. I'm gonna have to go all the way around.
Quake!
How about we don't use Zhongli?
Look
Salt.
at this.
Like
Just
this.
looks like
According to my
God said.
knowledge, it's what? Exactly.
Able to produce.
finally. I just need to.
Hey, how can?
If Mr. Clip,
Of course.
Since we have a contract.
then let's move on.
I'm gonna try to use Barber so I can charge the ability. How is this not? Okay. I was wondering.
Rise!
Is that a sword?
Just a simple ruler.
This I remember correctly.
Indeed. When you stick this rune in the
Immersement
ground, the
tool.
surrounding area will be... The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear.
What? That's even better than the...
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of this? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need... Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rule?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock.
That is one of your Liyue gods.
Will suffer the wrath of the rock.
Again.
You may...
Let's dance. La, 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 la.
Well, vaporize work just fine.
I shall confiscate your treasure. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin.
Oh, darn you!
Did he become like a shadow assassin?
Some archaeological... Yeah!
Clement's wrongdoing. When people see the... I think we should be on it.
Huh?
That in truth,
Why do you say that?
miss, you aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the... Our ancestors
Salt
were
interest-
both protected
salt
by the
industry.
god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos. Oh, right! During the war, we hate him! But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wished. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must...
Naturally, of course.
Judge the history fairly.
But I must come with me. Oh.
What's this? Oh. 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 Look at that.
Quake! Crumble! Rise! Quake!
That's probably how you do it. I don't see how. Oh, I almost had it.
Crumble!
Maybe from the outside. Yeah. It was way easier than what I thought.
quake.
I think that's it.
I will have
Meteor.
order. One with my blade. From whence you came.
Oh, we need a barbarian here.
Begin.
Break the shield. Use the ultimate.
Retribution.
And they all die. That's like a broken sword.
This is... Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back. Fight the power of this sword.
But it was
Surely
defeated.
It's much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power. It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim 1.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only 1 object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic! Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her, even if it breaks the contract. I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
How much?
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith. No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. As punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small...
Okay, this is interesting.
God who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No!
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to
Not even a single blade?
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be
As I said before,
preposterous! Hey! Come back!
it is a pun. Let's follow her deeper into the
Okay. Can I take the sword instead? Can I take the sword? Oh, there is a chest right there. Of course. So that's where I came from. And that's where I'm going.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Salt
They're running away from here.
and betrayal.
What happens if you try to...
Quake!
Okay. Nothing there. It seems like nothing here. Do we have a chest down here? Like really? I didn't even fall. I could have climbed back up.
What did they see? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all.
What happened back then?
This is the scene of the crime. The story continues. The Archon War was cruel in the
What?
no matter how weak the god. The power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transferred. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants, and so they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her but they need not have done so.
This must be a lot. Don't you dare try. Yikes.
Yikes.
This is the price, judging by how she appears.
How to ruin like how to ruin a good story. You just put out a yikes like that. And the cringe level raise again.
Past. Have faith in a god who has all. So it is for Havria. All right then.
Huh?
Treading, one cannot help but be.
Now I go back in Teva. Here. Okay, it's up there. Well, the only way up is to go all the way around. How the mountain is made. Good thing I remember that. So we don't waste much time on trying to climb and then we can't make it. There is a spot with 3 mages. Let's see if we can avoid those 3 mages. It would be great. Higher, okay.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And I ended an era with my own 2 hands. History records, but history may be changed. I need to find a better way. Stone carvings were one such ancient method. Therefore, you are one who crosses this. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist. Now then, as I said before, this includes Osio. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued
Is this
every
main
corner
story?
of this land.
I don't know.
Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osio, you and I were foes.
Osio.
Ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume.
It's like a funeral.
The spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate. I will remain here for a while. We did not... Of course.
Okay. There's still one quest, Sea of Clouds. Unless I have to start the prelude. The main story, Act 4. Maybe that's it. Instead of doing story quest, it's war quest, and I have to start the main chapter 1. It's possible. But it looks like a side quest. It's blue, while this one it's yellow. You know what? Let's do Sea of Clouds.
You should really bring the Knights of
We started
Livonius
with the
you
cringe,
next
we're gonna end with the cringe today. Hopefully. Mountain. Hopefully we'll finish one more quest. If I can't today, tonight, maybe I wanna unlock Snake Night, the new city basically. I wanna unlock it so bad so I can play with my friend there. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know what quests I need to do. Like these boring story quests are always here, so.
It's shocking how much work there is to do. And she's been handling it alone all along. Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servant?
Have you... It has been several days since... they commissioned... Still.
Is that so?
It's about Ganyu.
Even when it's time for her annual leave, she couldn't possibly be using...
Oh, Paimon's...
It's because... When we first heard the three of us, we couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu...
Speaking of... Of course!
That's good news. We're safe. It's about time...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ning.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can...
No, you hurry up. Like that. And that's a big mountain, so we're gonna teleport. Hopefully. Kinda like on top of the mountain. Kinda, hopefully. Offer more food to her again? Oh wow, that's another thing that we can try to do.
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
Private.
Shit. I have left the human world.
Huh?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, my Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove... I appreciate your... After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst.
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer?
One.
Wow.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. The matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for... yet.
Cloud...
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her.
Is this human?
Most often to plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time. So fearful she was.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Be that so, but returning to Ganyu, one cannot help but feel that one will tell you more. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Juyun Karst Might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But, just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much alone. She will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, retain anyways. Oh,
She has sought to... She should be in...
huh. Is that so?
I don't know if I care much about this. How far? Not far.
Adventure time!
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
We want to keep you company. It's always looking at the horizon. So
Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the... Yay! This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature style.
Is it?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not... If you're ready, we shall...
oh, you get to try Ganyu like that.
Access denied.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
What did I mess up? 1 minute. I don't see many more platform.
No touching.
First try.
We've completed the task. I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those.
Ganyu?
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by
No.
Who is it?
Conqueror of D.
Huh. So it's Xiao.
I found him unapproachable at first too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my home. He's already waiting for me.
Of course we are.
So there is a story between her and Xiao.
There can be no excuse or defeat.
Of course.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of...
Yes.
Xiao's trial. Is this much harder?
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Access denied. For Rex Lapis. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. No touching.
Oh, I can use other characters though.
Spirit Blade, attack!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand!
This is long overdue.
Come on, we can do it. Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
Let's dance.
From whence you came!
on with my plan.
I feel like it's easy because it's raining.
These are the perfect conditions for training. Come on, traveler. Train with me.
Hi.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your train. Only you can evaluate the result of.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to.
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't...
What's happening?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am all
perfect. What blessings can you grant?
Wow, straight?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions.
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after...
Are you a real
Fairy
Adeptus?
tales.
You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to... enough! Doesn't matter if you're a
Nobody's... Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin...
It's not his behavior. The things he said... He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting... But being questioned by him made me realize that But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
It's true!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment if I'm proven right.
It's a step in the right direction.
We're going to leave you.
I suppose you...
That's right!
I've spent too much... Let's go for a walk and...
Happy to come...
How far of a walk? More like a teleport walk? Woo! What do I have to do here? What does it even mean, stroll around? Uncle Tyan is busy completing the quest World Wars Term. Wait.
I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies.
I have to do this.
The smell of the sea. Well, I used to be so busy.
That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk file. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Kar.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Little Miss Ganyu.
So terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is the same rank as me?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be... In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been... Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies.
She really got upset about that.
Intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I...
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin?
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and...
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to act. May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion?
With pleasure.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move.
Where? How far? Like teleport? Yeah. I hope I can climb this. In theory, yes. Higher?
Touch of frost.
we go around.
Indeed, I heard that you've
abusing his status.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague.
Ganyu's not only a competent.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the without any evidence.
I see. It's not.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. Alright. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique.
In that case... I know what you mean, Ms. Ganyu. Ms. Ganyu plans...
Exactly. Let's start with...
yes, you're...
It doesn't seem far, luckily. I think after this I'm doing the main chapter. Maybe. A bit giant maybe, but... It's under here. We go.
Aha, we meet.
That won't be necessary. Should we need to place...
What? Ugh.
Well...
Don't let that rascal... If you don't believe me, show me his tax record.
You know Second Life's business?
Of course. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record.
Oh, of course. Line by line. Here that exquisite wooden furniture. Look at the tax record.
I see.
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this trip?
He might have destroyed all the evidence.
Aha, you're...
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. Thank you for shining a...
Oh, please.
It's all right, Weishin.
Oh, that's...
Oh, we're going all the way here. And good thing I have teleport waypoint, but still.
I heard.
Master Lu.
Why would the cheese?
Dongsheng bought some fur.
Oh, it's about Second Life.
Sure enough, Mr. Could we perhaps borrow?
Of course, but I only do my woodwork and display finished wares. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse. But some troublemakers have. Since you need.
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to.
Take back the warehouse.
Wait, I think I saw one of those
Oh, Paimon Season 2. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's where.
Ever since Osai, we won't call. Besides, my intuition as the
Then what are we waiting?
Right here.
Force my blade.
Flash Frost.
Ha! Time for retribution.
Flash
Let the show begin.
A touch. Frost.
Everybody stand back!
No problem.
I think you've had enough.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson. If you don't spill whatever, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth,
Fine. If
About to.
pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenters, I swear. I only came.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took a.
I misjudged our.
Exchange. This woman, she's clearly aware.
Yes, precisely.
Paimon's it.
Darn you.
What's your choice then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Good choice.
What a bittersweet.
I made a laughingstock out of myself.
No worries.
Yeah.
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill churls. Let's show them what we got.
Spirit blade. Attack. Verdict is. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Ha! Ha!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Yeah!
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Are we done?
Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Here? No. Here?
This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. This one is Wangcheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
That's okay from the top. And bam.
Oh, I hope it was.
I promise to help you. Look, it's.
Oh, thank.
Agreed.
There we go.
Isn't it? Racy, I told you that all of my. I do hope.
Groundless act, but I sincerely advise that.
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of.
Haven't I made myself clear?
What?
He's talking with time for that.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you?
I'm.
Do you admit to?
Indeed. Oh?
Exposed tax machination.
Yes. I must. Your enemy knows you. To think you can.
Pitting your opponent against their enemies. That's how Uncle Tian managed. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strength. So I decided to use one of your father's tricks and.
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Huishin's work and family problems.
Oh, you've helped me so much.
That's not necessary.
Then let me treat you to a meal.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come.
If it's just a meal.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kia.
We have more. Sorry, I'm not accepting anyone in the world today because we're doing all the cringe story stuff.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the...
Sure!
That's so kind of you, Huishin. You went to great lengths to organize this. Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away.
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
Even though I have the utmost, I've only decided to join the...
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such...
I disagree. You're a great
Over the years, I became a mother.
Huh? So...
Influence. At first, I was worried about her. But after all that happened...
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact you'll help her. It'd be such a beautiful... If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance and...
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you. Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, You've made me realize they rely on.
Of course.
Hooray! Even if I've really, I won't let you down. Regardless, I'm afraid that no time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss.
This is where we started the quest, and probably maybe is where we are ending it. Hopefully. I don't feel like that's over though. They're gonna make me bring Ganyu somewhere else.
Baisha, are you okay? Look! Look!
You even have enough time for leisure?
Not at all! We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you.
Ascanyu, we've missed you.
That's so...
We've been praying day and...
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free it.
All right. Please divide the matters at hand into... I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally.
Yes, I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't, I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but
let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
That's completed, cool. Now, I should really start main story. Chapter 4 or whatever. So all the story quests are done, except this one. So, war quest. Seems to be here. I don't know if it's not gonna let me do it. Maybe an NPC it's used in another quest. It's possible.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss, the falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
So this is main story stuff. So maybe I should beat a bit. I should skip a bit less.
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Okay, cool. What's behind there? Sure. That door is open. One chest here.
A touch of frost.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Let's dance.
Okay, we killed both mages.
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The Abyss. It is chaos. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive power. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archon.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Okay, we are going. Leave it. And we have to go somewhere. Was not really paying that much attention, but I will go there. $800 that way. Oh, the wolf? Wait, really? I should really do the wolf because it's a weekly artifact and stuff, but I'm also not sure if I'm interested in doing it that many times, playing for that long.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dane's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Higher? Oh.
Lord of Wolf, sharp of fang and keen of claw. No, I only know these. All right, let's go.
But where do we be?
Indeed, knowing what I
Oh, we look around here. We don't do the wolf. Should I do the wolf? I'm not gonna do the wolf.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Fourth, my blade.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire.
Wait. It did not say 1 out of 2. Bonfire where?
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Let's light it up!
What am I missing? Oh, this bonfire.
Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Adventure time!
It's like a cursed bonfire. Is that why?
And there's another one of those bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss. Yikes! Where do these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out and quick!
Verdict is...
Done.
Have you finished searching? I searched around
Found
these
sign of the
parts and
abyss.
found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an abyss herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Oh. Okay.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair, but I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror. In fact, if my memory serves, This ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place. Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at the...
They want me to go back at the actuator, so it means like the devices that I activated to enter. Might be.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Everybody stand back!
Time for retribution! A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Let's light it up!
Okay, use the bird.
I'm going in!
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack!
Oh, stupid healer. That's why I was not dying.
So in the end, we still couldn't find that abyss hair.
I wouldn't call not... How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys. Once upon a time, yes.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now?
He no longer travel. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep, hey! Once you find your sibling, we should find a place... Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves. We can reach the top of that cliff.
Where?
He moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Sure. It's like the wind monster or whatever. On that little island.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But
nearby.
I don't feel like there's anything around here.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
Been here before.
My traveling companion brought me...
So?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Are those memories of the beginning?
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out.
It's Dandelion.
Huh? You mean your brother? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're saying some real confusing stuff.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational. At least you now know that he is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find him itself. Yes. And this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're
Only for now. After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Okay. A character is currently involved in other quest. Lan is busy in completing the quest. Adventurer Guilds of Rare. Well, let's quickly do that then. So many quests near Leo. It's unbelievable. I lost count on how many quests I've made. I kinda stopped leveling up my adventure rank for one day today, just to unlock the world. If you play on the daily, instead you want to do the daily challenge, daily quests, and do the story a bit of the time, and then you end up like me. You're tired of the daily, and you don't want to do the story. Because you don't want to miss the daily.
Let's dance.
A touch of frost.
Well, that was easy. A great cat. Because of this cat, I can't continue the main story. Thank you, cat.
Yes, yes. They have the audacity to go after anything. The 7 dragons.
Oh, I think this is main story just started automatically.
Can escape their greedy ambition. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they are, going after the Abyss Order's treasures? Oh, Traveler, it's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing here with Lan? Do you have a commission you need to post?
Hello. We were just discussing the treasure hoarders.
Yes. We were just saying how even the audacious treasure hoarders should know better than to mess with the Abyss.
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of Civil Affairs that two big-time treasure hoarders in Liyue and Mondstadt are planning some big joint operations.
Two big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor of the North.
Oh, Raptor! I remember he tried to run away from Amber in Mondstadt. But
you already know something then. I guess you must have crossed paths with the treasure hoarders many times. You are correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. As I understand it, the treasure hoarders all call her Ba. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits.
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss Order has been secretly guarding in the shadows. Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan.
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain
Okay.
thief from
Grand Thief?
Oh, indeed. The Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to...
Just like Stanley.
himself while you were in Mondstadt. Correct. The Grand Thief is someone just as renowned as him. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt, Big Sis and Raptor had to put in a lot of work to convince a thief of his status to come.
With the major changes in Liyue recently, the Ministry of Civil Affairs and the Millelith already have their hands full. They don't have any time to investigate rumors about, but anything related to the Abyss makes me feel like there is some unknown danger lurking beneath the surface. So I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Oh, good to see this in the hands of a reliable...
How far is that? It's pretty far. We made some big progress today with the story. In theory. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish chapter 4, but we did some huge progress.
There is no purer form of
Enter, sure.
water than rain.
Immediately. Before I kinda leave. I'm gonna also reload my chat to see if I missed something. I don't think I missed anything, but just in case. Yeah. So this is main story stuff.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
No chests about here.
Adventure time.
One chest.
Off we go.
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
It's not even a problem.
Off we go.
Hopefully I didn't miss anything.
Off we go.
Could have missed a chest on the other side of the bubble thingy, but it's fine if I did. Is this guy praying?
Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? That's...
Statue of the Seven?
Why is the Statue of the Seven hanging upside down? And the statue's hands... Paimon remembers they're normally holding it, but...
Norb.
The statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about it, and the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Hello? Paimon doesn't feel so good.
Terrible place.
Let's get out of here. We can't stay here. Quick, run!
Benny's adventure team. I have failed.
Oh. I did not notice that.
You have come here. You have seen our secrets as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Is it strong?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affair. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time.
There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The abyss is unstoppable.
Let me revive my Bennett.
Shoot! I can't afford any more band.
Oh, it doesn't stand a chance.
Let's light it up.
Let the show begin. Oh, hi.
It's escaping.
This power, it seems familiar.
The water away from Barbara.
I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
I would follow him, but
Are you such a strong enemy? Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters? Huh?
since you know me.
What is it? What do you? Oh, right.
What about my reward? Not even a treasure chest.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
Wasn't at all we encounter. Or something even stranger.
An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So,
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way. We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
I thought it was the one with commission you.
Let's go! A rare...
Okay. I kinda really need to go soon, so I'm trying to make as much progress as I can, but...
One with my plan. Submit for judgment. Burn.
Those Abyss mages just now.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know.
They wouldn't. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for. However, they look disappointed. So it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
Master Bilk's done that before.
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do. Alright, We shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
I need to use the ultimate.
Ready, steady, go!
Off we go. Adventure time.
More abyss mages.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
A touch of frost.
What it is?
Everybody stand back.
Time for retribution!
One with my blade, from whence you came.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence?
There are no coincidences in the world, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout.
I only heard about you by chance.
Forget it. Just some needless musing. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no... Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots.
Branches?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago.
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that Oh. Speaking of Conria, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. Huh?
I have memories of Kanehari, like this old nation.
Being there. But that nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
And that sea of flames?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that meteorite.
It seems your brother woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your brother told you that the destruction of Conria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tivat?
The destruction of Conria? He said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your brother must have understood this world better than you did, because he woke up first.
This is like...
And it was shortly after that that
you're
you
coming back a
encountered
bit
an
to the
unknown
isekai
god
aspect
who
of
blocked
this.
your path, so you couldn't escape.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know anything about Conria. But now, Since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Canria.
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Canria so you could find your brother? Oh, yeah! You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Canria than both of you. Canria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization.
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed.
By gods.
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Canria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving.
I don't know if I have time for more. Start teleporting and going there. But I might wanna end. I'm not sure if I wanna do one more thing. Looks like I have to climb here. Looks like a pain. What about from here? Yeah, seems way better. I think it's showing me about the Herald. Here. I should not care about that.
Over there! Dane was just saying.
No. Ruin Guard. These Ruin Guard.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but
Fought for with steel and black.
after the destruction of Canria, they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, perhaps resonating with the...
That sounds so sad. Yeah.
Once you understand, but no matter their past.
Yeah.
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Let's dance.
Verdict is...
Yeah, Beast Mage is dead. Go.
I'm going in.
Burn.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the...
What?
The point.
Is that what it...
Loom of Fate, initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine?
Related to the inverter statue?
From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this. So Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past
Would it be the
heroics
same
regarding
as
Dvalin,
Raleigh?
and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss Order.
Last time it was Venti's old friend.
Operation.
This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven.
That black orb?
Is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps...
Yes. Thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay, that's done as well. It's finally time to go here. But I'm gonna end. Just before entering, we're just gonna stay here. And... Whoo! I might continue later today. Or... I will say what I can do. For now, I'm ending here. If I can, I want to unlock Snezhnaya. The name of the new region, I kinda don't know. I don't care. What's this? 15 Shrines of Depth. That's new.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Okay, I guess I'm ending here for now. Goodbye.